Hi, I'm Sally Lynn McDonald from Gel Press. Coming up next is a preview from the new PBS and online series Make It Artsy, featuring Julie Faith-Ann Balzer. Julie will be showing you a basic monoprinting technique by painting on top of the plate over a template. Afterwards, you will come back here, where I will show you how to take your gel monoprinting to the next level with Gel Press.
My favorite to use is the 8x10, and I'm going to go ahead. Now, you always want to store these inside the clamshell packaging because that's going to protect them for years and years to come. And then the other thing to note that some people don't realize is that there's actually plastic that you need to peel off on the two different sides. Then what I'm going to do, because this is clear, is I'm going to simply place this directly over my drawing. Then I'm simply going to use a brush, and I'm mixing together yellow and blue to get my own green. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm just tracing in the design that I see here. I do like to work with a dry brush, so once I clean my brush, I squeeze it with a paper towel, and then I'm going to go ahead into my next color. And you can mix as many or as few colors as you want, making it whatever it is that you like, because again, every print is personal, and you could use the same design dozens and dozens of times, and each time it would be different because you would be creating something different. But I'm just going to keep painting around, mixing up some colors. So let me just go ahead and grab some paper. Now I'm going to line this paper up with the paper that I've put underneath, and that's going to create a nice little registration. Registration just means a way to line it up so that it matches. And I'm just going to rub with the palm of my hand in a nice circular motion, and when that's done, I think you guys are going to like it, okay? Ooh, check it out. It's like I've done a painting. I think it's pretty darn awesome. So now I need to clean the plate, which is not hard to do at all. I'm simply going to take a piece of deli paper, and this is literally what you wrap a sandwich in, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to lift up that paint, okay? Just like that, and I even get a secondary print. I hope you will try gel monoprinting. It's quick, it's easy, it's addictive.
I hope you enjoyed that basic technique. Now let's kick it up a notch. First, we're going to apply a pink paint directly to the plate. And I'm just applying this color evenly throughout. And just for fun, let's add a little yellow as well. You can always mix your paints on the plate, either with a palette knife or a rubber brayer, as I'm going to be doing. Take my brayer and move across the plate, both mixing the colors and depositing them in other areas on the plate. I like doing this as it creates a nice design. You could always apply it evenly, but this is so much fun to do. Next, I'll be putting a stencil over the top of the paint on the gel press plate. And now in these open areas, I'm going to take some bubble wrap. These simple materials can really do amazing things. And when we take this back, you can see the pattern that's created. Now, let's print. Take a piece of paper, place it over the top, and press. Now typically that is all I would do, but because I'm working through a stencil, I give it a little more love. Just going around and around, I can actually feel where that stencil is located. And the nice thing is I can just place my hand here, lift up the corner, and if I feel like I've missed anything, I can always go back down. See, like right there, and just fix that spot. So it's nice, it's got the oopsie factor built right in. Really easy. Now, if we remove the stencil, we get what's left behind. And this is often referred to as a ghost print. So we're going to be taking some paper and placing it over the top without applying anything else. This print will be fainter than the original, but unique in its own way. That's the fun of monoprinting. Every single print is unique. So looking at the two side by side, you can see how unique, and they coordinate beautiful for a project. And of course, when you print like that, you almost never have any paint left over on the plate. So let's go and play with another color and a different technique. We're going to change the color to blue. And I'm just applying this color evenly all over the plate. It's a nice thing about printing on a gel plate. You don't waste a drop of paint. Now we'll take a different stencil, and this time I'm going to place it on top and then use the brayer once again to push the design into the gel. Running the rubber brayer over the top will also have the effect of removing a little bit of the paint. So now we could leave it like this, but just for fun, why don't we add one more technique to the mix? You can take a cotton swab and simply remove paint from different areas of the print. Just for the speed of the demonstration, I will skip every other set of dots. And I might flip the cotton swab over to the other side, just to make sure I have a nice, fresh and absorptive one. Okay, and we're back to the beginning. So take a look at everybody. And so that just shows you we're doing a little bit of removal. I could remove other areas of this, but I think for now I'll just do maybe a dot in the center of each of these flowers for fun, to show you, once again, simple tools can provide wonderful results. Okay, there we go. Now instead of pushing through the stencil like I did last time, this time I'm simply going to lift the stencil and then create a print. So as you remember, we ran the brayer over the top, which removes some of the paint, and then even though we have this monochromatic look, we're going to get different tones because of the different amount of paint on the plate in the areas that were exposed versus the areas that were lifted. Isn't that fun? And then there's all this wonderful paint left over. Why don't we take what was left on the plate this time and pull that ghost print and layer it onto one of our prior prints. So I'm going to take this lovely print and layer it on top of what's remaining on the plate. I like to give it a little extra love when I'm doing a ghost print, just to make sure I get everything. And there we go. Now we have a beautiful layered look. And you see how using the transparent paints, you can still see everything through. These techniques can be used on paper, fabric, chipboard, wood. The possibilities are endless. It's fantastic and so easy to do. So keep printing on those layers and see what you can make with gel press monoprinting. Thank you for watching, and be sure to tune in to Make It Artsy on PBS and online starting September 29th.